Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! Oh, we're gonna get our hops on, It's Brewsday Tuesday with DreZ and Huck.
That lovely, lovely sound does in fact confirm that it is Brewsday Tuesday. My name is DreZ, and luckily I got Huck from Huck's Beer Buzz here with me.
Who?
I say luckily because if he's here, that means there's beer here, which is always a good thing. And once again, I guess, should we say this is round two of Cali beers?
It is.
California
it is.
beers?
Our second attempt.
So if you were listening last week, Huck went over to hit a couple national parks over in California. But I'm sure you hit more than that. And, of course, that's probably where these beers came from. You handed me from Offshoot Beer Company. It's just simply relax.
Relax.
It's just a hazy IPA.
Just a hazy IPA.
And this is coming in at 6.8% from, like I said, the Offshoot Beer Company. And was this Placentia?
I can't
Placentia, California? I don't know. But it's got a very California-style can on it, that's for sure. What about you over there, brother?
I was looking for the ABV on this thing.
The ABV for the
big. In any case, this is the Big Chicken from the Hen House Brewery, okay? And I took my wife to California to drink the Pliny the Younger on Valentine's Day. Well, to be truthful, we drank it the day before. But this beer, they said, well, they're releasing, this is the 13th, they said they're releasing Big Chicken at the Hen House. At Pliny, the waiter at the Pliny and two people in line told me that I need to go get the Big Chicken at the Hen House because they were releasing it.
So is Hen House the
brewery?
brewery?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't.
Yet you have the can.
We had Pliny eyes. We drank all the Plinies. But I have the can. Yeah, there's a reason. It's a wonderful can, too. I really can't find the ABV, but I'll look it up in a minute.
It's all right.
So after we left there, we went to Big Sur for Valentine's Day, and then we went back to San Francisco. And San Francisco was beer week all week. And, I went to one bar, and I couldn't even get a beer because it was so busy. But I did go to a lot of bars and got some really good beers because it was San Francisco Beer Week. So, talking to the bartender, I said, I want to get some beer to bring back to my buddy DreZ. And he said, you need to go to this beer shop. I said, okay. So I go in this beer shop, and it's lined out the door. And I'm thinking, oh, no, it's going to be like that bar. So I go in, and I weasel my way up to the bar, and I get a couple beers and hand one to
So is a beer store that has a bar?
Yeah, most of them do.
Love it.
Out there. So and they had like a new release. It was a release of like 4 beers for Beer Week. So we got a couple of those, and we're drinking them and wandering around the store. So I'm wandering around the store, just kind of looking, and the guy's really busy at the cash register. And all of a sudden he jumps up and runs over and goes, "Can I help you find something?"
Oh.
And I'm like, "Yes, you can." I gave him my sticker. I'm Huck, and I want to find some beers, and I told him what I liked. So he picked me out like 6 beers. And this is
so a nice variety 6-pack.
Yeah, he goes, well, have you had the Big Chicken? I said, I want the Big Chicken. But he went through and gave me a nice variety 6-pack.
So you got the Big Chicken from here, from that beer store.
From that store. So that was, pretty impressive. In the store, the beer was good. The store was good. I'd like to tell you what it was, but maybe after the break I'll remember by then.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
It was like after 3 or 4 bars,
Yeah, plus the fact that you can drink at the beer store. That's... isn't that the way it should be? How great would it be if we could wander around Vintage Cellar with a beer in hand?
Yeah, but imagine Vintage Cellar with 150 people in it.
Yeah.
All drinking a beer. It was cool, though, because everybody's into beer,
Yeah.
A lot of good conversations going on. A lot of people buying a lot of beer.
Okay, fair enough.
So that beer you have.
And it's not kidding, man. This is a hazy-ass IPA.
You can
Look
get
at
it
that.
in Virginia. I'm not sure where in Virginia.
How do you know that?
They just, on their website, I just was reading about it, and they said that.
I wonder if the Untapped app could tell you where to get it.
Perhaps it could.
We
should ask it. Hey,
I think
Untapped.
that is a feature that I'll go ahead and do the Untapped spiel now while we're talking about it.
Yeah.
That's the way that we like to rate our beers. It's a handy app that's free for your phone, or you can pay for it like Mr. Moneybags Huck over here. And you just can check in beers. You can look up beers, see where to get them in the area. You can tag friends, leave a comment, take a picture. That way you can remember what you like. That's the main reason I like to use it, is to remember, like, hey, did I like this beer or not? Did I try it? Have I had it before? That sort of jazz. You rate the beer from a 1 through 5 scale, or actually a 0.25 to 5 scale if the beer is really terrible. I'm trying to think. I think the only 0.25s I've given were some of those non-beers that we had that one time.
Is that a good beer?
I mean, I've only had the one sip, but pretty sure.
So I'm like going to Offshoot Brewing to see about where we get their beer in Virginia, and guess who owns Offshoot Brewing?
Who?
The brewery.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, fair enough. Going to be a good beer.
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's definitely hell. I mean, might as well go ahead and untap it then.
Might as well. What the heck?
I mean, like I said, I've only had a few sips, but I mean, a hazy IPA. So I mean, clearly this is unfiltered. There's no question.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it has sort of a that haziness kind of reminds me of a Heffy, of the way it is. So it's
the
almost,
color is too. Yeah,
exactly. It looks like a Heffy. Like if you just pour that for me, I would assume it's probably something along those lines. But of course, it has those IPA sort of attributes, which are sort of nice. It's a pretty great little combo that it's working with here. And of course, I like the can, very California style. It's just basically water. There's a shark on one side about to eat this little guy chilling, probably drinking a hazy IPA, if I was mistaken.
Even though I think it's painted on. I'm not touching it, but it looks like it's painted on, and that's the style of the veil. And
I'm sure they painted this, but it is. I mean, it's a regular label. It's not like
it is okay.
They didn't paint
but
the
it's
can.
of the style, like Aslan and the veil.
It
seems like the good beers have the good labels too.
That's true. It's very true. I mean, you could. It's not like books. You could judge a lot by the
yeah, you could judge a beer by its cover, or a lack thereof sometimes.
This is a really good beer, and like a lot of beers, it's getting better as I go. So by the time I finish with it, it could very well be a 5. But for now, I'm going to give it a 4.75.
That's pretty high
great
score.
Beer. Great beer from Offshoot Beer Company. So keep an eye out for those guys.
So what was the APV?
6.8, I believe, is what this thing said.
Yeah, disappointing. Not a Huck session.
What do you got over there?
10.3. It's in really small letters. They didn't want to scare you off.
Apparently not.
I'm old.
That is a big chicken.
I can hardly see. So, yeah, and the chicken is big. I mean, he can only get his eyeballs and his crown on there. Is that what you call it, the thing on the chicken's head?
The crown?
Crown.
You talking about the little flappy thing?
Yeah.
On a rooster? I don't know.
Anyway, so the big chicken is a double IPA.
Of course, that would explain is it like, I mean, is it IPAs and same sort of thing, doubles, triples, it's just higher ABV, essentially what those means?
And also generally more hops. Do
you know what the IBU's on there? Is it fine print as well?
It might be in the fine print. But I'll look that up in a second. But this beer is like wonderful looking. It's actually pretty similar to yours, but a little bit darker, right?
Yeah, it's a little darker.
It's hashtag unfiltered.
But that's a pretty beer.
It is a pretty beer, and it's pretty tasty too.
I can imagine.
I'm not smelling too good today. I mean, I can't smell as well. I probably may not smell good either.
What else is new, Huck?
Down the road, I don't, either way. But I still think I'm getting some hoppy smell off the top of this without my real ability. So.
Going in for the final sip, and the
it's
judgment is?
A little bit effervescent for an IPA.
All right.
A little bit highly charged. I think it's a strong 4.5.
Well, are you under the weather? Is that why you're
No, I keep making appointments to get my nose fixed, but I can't.
What's wrong with your nose?
I can't smell stuff half the time. But sometimes I can.
That can also be a good thing.
I know, but it's kind of like
it's a double-edged sword.
Well, when I can smell things, it's like at the airport bathroom in the morning. I don't know if you've ever been there. But you do not want to go there. That's a place you do not want to go. Okay, or when the skunk got hit, then all of a sudden I can smell.
I don't mind skunks.
But when the lovely pizza comes out, can't smell it. The beer, hops, can't smell it. The cookies. That's good, though. I'm trying not to eat the cookies still.
Yeah, that's probably. All right. Did you give a rating?
4.5.
4.5. There you go.
4.5.
The big chicken. 4.5.
Big chicken. And it had to travel, so maybe it was better there. But
perhaps, but
Valentine's
we'll take
Day
it
beer.
4.5 is nothing to.
No, that's a good beer.
At. So there you go. That's what our first round is feeling like. We're gonna play a little song. We'll come back and we'll drink some more Cali beers.
So put the flowers in your hair. That's the only I'm going to mess you up again.
You talking about Zeppelin? I know that one.
No, the one is like
if you go
to California, put this. There you go. That's
Zeppelin.
the one.
It's one of my favorite Zeppelin songs. And yes,
there.
I will happily play that for you. We'll be back after this little Zeppelin ditty
It's always
here.
Hotel California.
Nah, this one's better. This is better. Zeppelin's better. We'll do it right here on 105.3 The Bear. More Brewsday Tuesday after this.